Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Scramble for the Far East mod. Last time around we had a battle against the Americans where we beat them. No surprise, as it could have just been an auto-resolve, but I needed something for the video and it was dragging along. With that, we did see that the Prussian faction leader was coming through here. Kind of a weak army, so I'm probably able to wipe this, which is definitely not going to be good for the Prussians. They will spawn another guy back up with the north, which could be possibly a problem actually, that all his generals kind of spawn back up there. Not much to say, we have tons more troops than he does. Still, it's the Prussians, so we need to be careful. Not as many guards as previous battle. This one only has one guard unit. Right, with that said, let's draw into battle, shall we? Today I have a little bit of an unusual plan to beat the Prussians. We are able to dig in for this battle, and dig in I will. I will not do it though as it might be intended. First off, we've got all these American captured howitzers, which I've set here in the corner. As the Prussians is most likely to advance quite far into us, I want the howitzers to be firing for as long as possible, so I put them all the way in the back. To protect them from Prussian fire, I have put these. These are the long ones, or the heavy ones, which I think are better at stopping bullets from both sides, it kind of turns out. While the other ones are better for actually shooting over. So we put 3 of them to protect the howitzers from fire. But then as you go through here, you can see that I've placed them in kind of an odd angle. So my idea is actually to pull back from this, create a line where we're able to start firing just halfway through these. As the Prussians make their way through, they'll have to break up their lines and kind of push through these funnels, bunching up and creating great targets, and then being also reduced in the amount of fire they can push back at us. Hopefully this will work. Otherwise I just wasted a whole lot of good cover. So that's the plan. Hopefully it will work out. Let's go ahead and test it.
Prepare to defend, sir!
So I'm going to bring all these troops back. We're actually going to focus the defense around the old troops. And then I'm gonna bring like a little bit of the specialists up to the hill, and they're gonna be able to move forward and attack sort of in the flank of the Prussians. I've got extra amount of artillery coming in, so I think we're gonna place it right here, and I can push canister towards the enemy if I want to. And then we're gonna place this guy over here. All of this infantry is all of sort of this, as I call them, shit infantry, or my lowest tier type of infantry. We'll make them as a second line back here. Currently you're taking... Well, maybe you should pick a side of the obstacle. Right now the Prussians are steaming right towards my artillery. They seem to be bypassing my plan, which I don't like. Currently we seem to have quite a bit of trouble getting that saber cavalry as well. I'm gonna switch artillery type to shrapnel shot. I think they're close enough for us to hit them with the shrapnel. Shrapnel, of course, is very much more deadly. We've got more infantry coming in here. And given the Prussians' position, we can move up to here. And then I think we concentrate all the Cossacks out over there in the flank. We've got... the general is already here. He's charging straight at us. Let's meet him with the grenadiers then, and actually stop on the hill with these troops. He's already actually coming under fire. Form into square, gentlemen. And then I can already set the light infantry in the forest. Yeah, the Prussians are now moving back in line with where I want them to be. Damn, the Prussian cavalry actually managed to somehow get this close and survive. Switch to canister. And where the hell do I want to fire? Okay, so that wasn't canister. Go for canister. Okay, now they're dying. If anything, the general can ride up and shoot them. Oh, you're not supposed to fire? This part of the line is not supposed to fire, the secondary line. And these artillery shouldn't be firing either. Right, so we dealt a blow to that cavalry. Let's go ahead and set the lines properly. So we need to switch it a little bit more like this against the Prussians. And then I'll split off 3 to kind of take position in the woods. It looks as though the Prussians are smarter than I thought. They seem to be bypassing my my obstacles, which I don't really like. Let's get into the forest. So the cavalry come up through the back. Can I kind of drag... You know what? Light infantry can move all the way up here. Maybe I can shoot at them a little bit. Drag them closer towards where I want them. If they're gonna come through here, they're just gonna crush my artillery at this point. Which I don't like. I want them to come mostly through here. Maybe I should move these and put the canister on this side. The terrain is kinda favorable to us. I hope. Ish. For draw line there. We'll add another 3, just because they're putting so much heavy emphasis on this side. So you will sit in the forest, edge of the woods, the hill. Okay, I think it definitely would have worked better, but now the Prussians are kind of bypassing it, which I don't like. Might be time to switch to canister for these guns now. I'm not gonna have time to move these. Okay, now we'll see. So they're moving through. Okay, I thought they had to. They were gonna have to pick a side, but they're just walking straight through it. Right. So that didn't work. Or it didn't work as well as I thought, I should say. Let's have these guys bring in around. The general is sitting right in front of the Cossack infantry. Firefight has started, but only slightly here, firing back at each other. You don't want to fire? Oh, that was close though. That looks like a good hit. Nice. Let's have the cavalry coming around. Nothing really happening. The Prussians are kind of stuck. Oh, they're sending more and more troops over here. They meleeed the general. The Württemberg infantry is pulling back through my pen. And now the troops from the hill is opening fire. Oh, they're slowly moving forward now. These troops. Let's put them pretty close here, actually. And in thick formations. The backs of the Prussians. Of course, the Prussians are... Okay, so as soon as they come over the top there, If I switch to canister now, as soon as they come over the top, then is when the cannons will open fire. I think what we'll do, there's a room here, so we can move these column, come into the flank. It'll be nice. Also, I think we need to actually move some of these troops up onto the ridge, focus more fire here. We're completely surrounding them here. Cavalry closing in. These guys are ready to move out now. Tell them to fire at will. All of these cannons are set to fire to canister. And I'm gonna order them just to target that area. They're all kind of concentrating, gonna concentrate here, concentrating fire on this unit. General's gonna be close to support. Didn't I tell you to fire canister shot? This one's gonna need a lot of support. These guys are taking heavy fire as well. Let's bring in these. Might as well charge through here actually. Most of the canister shot is actually being caught by my own defensive line there. Kind of interesting how these guys are able to fire straight into that. Oh, there goes two of the... Come on, turn the cannon already. Oh, it flew through quite a few of them. That's in the cavalry. At the same time, there's a big melee erupting over here.
Victory is assured, sir!
Here comes my Cossacks. Let's kill them. Charge for the Tsar. Suddenly all gunfire stops. And it's just the clashing of bayonets, swords and lances. Completely overwhelming them. With thousands upon thousands of Russians charging them down. And we've won the battle. And it's a devastating defeat for the Prussians, as they lose their faction leader and this army. But I'm a bit worried seeing the faction leader moving here. There could definitely be more Prussian armies coming in. I'm thinking they might be sending troops away from the front on that... I can't remember what the island's called, but that island kind of in the middle of everything. It worked a lot better than I thought. The battle, that is. Not my plan. My plan fell apart. That did not work at all. I thought it was gonna disrupt their units a lot more than what it did. I think maybe what you have to do is not place them like this, at just a slight angle, so they create more of a more difficulty. I think then it might work, because it will open up a bigger gap in their line that will have to be re-established once they get through. Right now it didn't really work at all, the way, at least not the way it was intended to, but still won the battle. Here's the result! We deployed about 3,000, that's what the Prussians almost deployed. We deployed almost 7,000, 6,900 men against 2,800 Prussians. They lost almost everyone, with only 400 of their troops remaining, and we lost 1,400, so there's a difference of 1,000 men in the difference in losses. We still remain at 5,477 men, which is quite great. No units destroyed. It's also great. And actually a howitzer. It's not every time you see a cannon end up on top. I guess this one is this cannon here with the valet system is the one that actually does quite a bit of killing compared to a lot of the other artillery pieces. Because none of the others are featured here on this list. You have to go quite far down to get one that killed 66. Anyways, this was done during the Prussians' turn, so there might be more battles here. Not against the Prussians though. I'm guessing against the American Empire. Let's go ahead and let the end turn roll on. And we're back after that battle, and as we can see, winter now grips the land, so a lot of these American troops stuck on our side is currently dying, as well as this fleet down here. General gained another star, which means that he's one away from full star. He's not that loyal though. Loyalty question. So it comes down from delusion of grandeur, stripped of a commission, and upstart general. Huh. How come he's an... Anyways, let's put down some points. Or maybe not, I should go through that sort of in the middle and then just show you what I picked, rather than sitting here trying to figure that out. What we should do is we should continue north. And that is what we'll do. We have enough garrison in town to hold off any attacks. This American unit over here is slowly being whittled away. What I'm going to do is these units going to join in with this. And then we're going to have the general and this reserve army following him up through the mountains. And we're going to chase down as best as possible, or chase out these guys. This guy definitely needs to get assassinated. Even a 1-star guy can kill one of my generals in single combat, which is super annoying. That because generals are so important, and it takes so long. It's such a long time to like build them up, and then some one dude just recruited willy-nilly comes in and shoots him, and he's gone. They burnt a building over here, which is causing the town to revolt against me, which we don't want. Nothing really happens up here. I moved this general into the woods. As these guys, well, they can sit. I can attack them, but let's just have them sit there so they suffer some attrition. Over here, we need to continue forward, as we're now dying of the cold. Let's go ahead and attack this town. They're still laying siege here. I was thinking they would attack, but they aren't. We are suffering some attrition from being locked inside the castle. They're still 4 turns away. 4 turns, they will lose a lot more though due to winter attrition, and I might actually be able to sally forth and destroy them. Ships built, construction, we built a fair in Shimosa, and there's not much more I can do here anyways. What we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the navy. So I decided to keep them kind of, or not attacking them. I'm holding off on this. Even with, I mean, the thing is, these are so powerful that, as we can see, they have lost no guns due to this, so they still will lay such an array of guns against us. Which, I mean, at best I think we can produce 3 guns to a side. These are producing twice as many. And that is for these ships. Then these guys have 7 per side. I want to see if I can break them even a little bit more before we go ahead and attack. Oh, now I don't have money enough to repair this because I assassinated too many people? Do I have a building maybe that I can stop to build? And instead repair that so we can actually break down the navy. That's more important, I think. I think I started building, yeah, I started building a town over here. We'll stop that. And instead go ahead and repair this, just so that I will be able to break these guys down 1 more level. They're still so powerful because the thing is, they're red, so they don't have a lot of hull strength left on these, like red and yellow and so on, and the crew is really low. But the thing is, the crew is not exposed. They're inside the ship, so it's hard to get to them. And I don't think the crew actually matters in running the guns on these ships. I think it does on these, because they actually have to run the guns, but in the other one, I saw that they were just standing inside the ship, so I don't think that matters. With that, let's go ahead and end turn and see if we can't capture the American capital. We're back after the end turn. There was some shenanigans here and there with assassins and whatnot, but they were just bothering lines back here. We're gonna continue. We're gonna march on the enemy's capital. I'm gonna bring up this and the reinforcement army. We'll suffer a bit of attrition, but there's no way they'll be able to stop us with the troops they have here. So we should be able to take it. Another Prussian faction leader has turned up over here. So I guess he promoted and then he's gonna go directly over here and die again. Or not him, but another one. They're still keeping this under siege, which has me worried now, because now I'm actually losing quite a bit of troops here, and seemingly they have not lost as many as I thought they would due to winter attrition. There's quite a few of them that hasn't lost anything, like these are at 160. I think that is their original strength, which has me a little bit worried. Over here though, we'll be able to... oh, there's sun and air plus quite a bit of troops inside. That's actually going to be quite difficult to break down. I'm pretty sure I will be able to break it down, given what cannons I have. But it would be a bullshit battle to look at. Over here I can definitely attack these, but don't seem to be suffering that much attrition. I have to bullshit my way through this one as well, in a way. Over here, I sent down my assassin here because I want to see if I can sabotage this place. Is there anything I can sabotage that actually provides happiness? I don't think there is. There's nothing I can attack that would provide... that is providing happiness to the area. Everything, I believe, actually is negative. So instead, just assassinate this assassin. And same kind of over there. We're running out of time for this episode, aren't we? The thing is, there's this left. So their fleet has actually taken quite a hit, and there's very few ships left. I think now is the time to actually attack. But the thing is about that, they'll bring in all of these as reinforcement. So it'll be kind of a large battle, so I think we'll hold off to next turn. But next turn we will definitely attack, because otherwise the fleet will be completely gone, and I want to kind of see if I can capture some of these. Also, there's an American fleet down here that's laying siege to this port. Seemingly they have only one of these. Could be easier to capture. Just blow these up with explosive shot and then focus in on this. Also, I'm getting closer and closer, 2 turns away from ramming ability. That will definitely put me at make it a lot easier for me to take down those American ships. With that, unfortunately, we're gonna have to end it right here. I think by the next time I will have done these 2 sieges to kind of just clear them away, and we'll be doing a naval battle, which hopefully will work out in my favor. It could still go disastrously wrong, because I can still see that their cannons are at full capacity on all these ships. It's the crew that's so tiny. I mean, there's 13 crew running 12 guns. That's 1 man per gun, and then 1 guy just running about with a bucket of something. Right. let's go ahead and end it right here. And as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
Close, sir!
Come up!